Alright, welcome back guys. Today we're going to look at new units I intend to use for Season 6 and my units from Season 5 that I tried out and kind of how they performed. So my new units from Season 5 last time were Ganymede, Molong, and Triana, and they all did great. This was one of those ones where the new units were all just premium units for the format, so they worked fantastic. One little tweak we're doing for this season, we're running a Swift Ganny. I've never tried that before, and so I thought I would. He's 215 speed, so that's the first big change for Season 6 is Swift Fast Ganny. If you fight me, just pretend like you don't know any of this, okay? It's still violent, it's slower, okay? Don't worry about that, okay? So, he's got my Bastet runes, and the reason for that... Ooh, I need to grind that. The reason for that is that I was finding I wasn't using my Bastet as much as I thought I would. And so I was leaving my best Swift set on the bench for a lot of matches. Like, that's not okay. Like, I can't afford to leave my best Swift set out of the match. So, had I pulled a Wusa, I would put it on Wusa. But I have another high base speed monster in Ganny that I think would benefit from it a lot. And my intent here is, hopefully I'll fight Wusas and I'll get to go first. Because some Wusas are will, but not a lot. Because they're so blazingly fast. They just assume first turn. And they use the runes to go first instead of have will. So, if they assume first turn and they're wrong, Ganny goes first, shuts it down, and then we have dealt with the Wusa right away. So that's why the Ganny is going to be really fast. So that's the first big change for Season 6. In terms of monsters I'm going to add and change, there's not a lot of tweaking to be done. I'm adding in the Harmonia to go with the Triana, just to have another option. I really like the way the Heart Magician's gameplay works, and so having a second option is great. You know, Triana's picked a lot, so it'll be nice to have Harmonia pickable as well. 96% resist. I thought the resist was important, so I made that a focus. She is on Violent Energy and 224 speed. So not the fastest thing ever, but pretty fast. So that's one new unit. The other new unit I'm going to bring is Helena, the Fire Pony. I don't know. I had been waffling between using her or not, and I was convinced that she would be worth bringing. I'm bringing her on Despair, which I'm not sure is optimal. Violent is definitely the one that lets her go infinite turns, but I didn't have the Violent runes for her. I just don't. They're all in use on other monsters, but I do have a premium Despair set, so she got a lot of Ethna's runes, and Ethna still got pretty good runes, so I'm okay with that. So Despair broken. She is 230 speed, 100% crit, and about 38.5k HP. So those are the important factors: the 230 speed, the 38.5k HP, and the 100% crit. So I've been testing her a little bit, and it works well. But you got to be careful. You can't just auto pick her like with Molong or Ganny. You have to make sure you're picking into a team that you can disrupt. You know, like if she's on Despair, she needs to be able to stun things, and if they all have immunity, that's not really a good idea. So that's pretty much it. I did Devilmon up my Vanessa, which is the other kind of little change, but other than that, it was just tweaks, rune tweaks on monsters, you know? The Ganny got sped up, the Vanessa got Devilmon, Ethna got slowed down a little bit, but a little more tanky, and she's still pretty fast. She's still like 250 speed on Despair. She used to be like 275, so she's not my absolute fastest set, but that should still be effective, and now she'll be a little tankier, because whenever I'd bring her before, she would go first, and then they would focus her down, and the odds of her living were not great. So that's kind of it. Perna, I sped up just a little bit. I switched to a faster Perna. I decided it was a little slow. And then Triana, I also prioritized a little bit this season, which I used her quite a bit last season, but I don't feel like I really prioritized her in the runes. Whereas this time, you know, she was one of my top 5 runed monsters, so she really got some of the premium runes. She is, what, 231 speed on triple HP, so she's got that 49k HP. No, 39,000 HP. I was like, 49, that's really good. Violent Will also, so I got the Will set on her finally. She's a great monster to have on Will, because if you do get, you know, one of your monsters that's not on Will, like my Perna's not on Will, if one of those monsters gets stunned, she can bring them back, basically. So that's why she's on Will and triple HP. So those are the main changes. Not a lot. 2 new monsters we're going to try to play around with, but we're kind of set on monsters. I mean, we wouldn't mind pulling a Wusa or Diana or something like that, and we'll try for it in that rotation. But we've got everything we need. Just because we don't have every single premium monster doesn't mean that we can't perform well. So we're going to take them into RTA and see how it goes. So that's the plan for this season. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time. Take care, everybody.